Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today we are at the back of our 2023 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD because I've got a little add-on or accessory to kind of spruce the truck up just a little bit. And one thing that Chevy does, if you notice here in the tailgate, they have this indented logo across through here, but it's just all the same color. So I ended up getting some letters to go in here that are a gloss black to kind of match the gloss red paint and kind of have that contrast with the name, and it's going to make this look real nice and kind of stand out. Plus they're kind of a domed letter, so they have like a three-dimensional look to them. So I think it's really going to dress up the back of our Silverado a whole lot. So the first thing you got to do whenever you're going to put these letters on is go through and clean this off real good. And what I actually did first was used a wet microfiber towel and just kind of went over that and cleaned up all the dirt and everything off of it. I didn't want to clean this with some sort of a cleaner slash wax polish or anything like that, because you need to have all the wax and any kind of oily residue off of the truck. So they also did include these alcohol pads. So we're going to go through and clean that up real good also to make sure this will stick. It's a little cool out here today, which is actually why I ended up parking in this direct sunlight, because I'm letting the sun kind of hit the tailgate here a little bit and warm this up. It's about 55 or 60 degrees, but it says that the letters for best results need to be about room temperature. I'm going to use the alcohol pads on it and get any kind of residue cleaned out of where the letters are going to stick. And then I'm going to go back through with the microfiber towel again and try to make sure there's no dust on this whatsoever. So now I'm going to take my brand new microfiber towel and just make sure there's not any moisture or anything in these letters and try to get any residual dust or anything off of that. So that's one thing important. Don't let your rag touch the ground or lay it on stuff that's going to get it dirty, or when you go to wipe off the dust, you're just going to wipe more dust back on. So I've also already gone through and pre-checked these letters to make sure they fit the way that they're supposed to. That way, if you get your order in and you check this ahead of time before you start trying to stick them on, then you could return them or get them replaced or whatever if they're not the exact fit for your truck. So again, before I go to stick this on here, I'm going to dry test it. We'll make sure it's lined up. And we are looking good right there. And they pretty well set in there perfect. So if you can get it lined up just perfectly on the inside, then it'll set right in the letter, and you can't really move it around because it's made to fit that indentation. So I'm going to go ahead and peel the backing. Now the first one, I'm going to try to do the whole thing all at one time. And I'm going to kind of just start back here on the corner and rock it into place. And then kind of press it firmly into place. And you can see the contrast difference of having these red letters and having that black to make that look so much nicer. So let's go ahead with the H. Now something too I want to point out, I already dry fitted this once, but every time I go to stick on new letters, I'm going to dry fit it again, because for instance, this H is specific. You can only turn this H one way. So that right there is the way it's supposed to go. But if you turn it over, it doesn't line up. It does not fit. So you have to have this one specific way, and you want to check this stuff before you go to stick it on. Now this one, where it's so long, I'm not going to peel the entire backing off. I'm going to peel some of it off and then kind of work it in and then peel the backing off as I go. That way, if I touch it down here on the end, it doesn't stick to it and then I can't move it afterwards. So as you can see, I can kind of hold that in place now, and it's all lined up, And as I peel this off from the back, then I can kind of just smooth it out as I go. And then just smooth everything out good. So here's another example on the O. This is thinner up here on the top, so this does not fit into the groove or into the indention unless it's turned the right way. Just another reason why you want to dry fit these first, because there are specific ways these have to be turned on some of them. And again, with these long letters, where there's two of them combined here, I'm going to start this letter on this side and kind of work my way across and make sure that it stays lined up all the way, a little bit at a time. So I'm just going to kind of position this into place a little bit and kind of hold it where it's supposed to go, and then I can peel that tape right out from behind it and just smooth it out as I go, and it'll stay in place that way, and I don't have to worry about getting it out of place. So as you can see, that actually adds a nice little custom touch to the back of your truck. And you can do this in just a few minutes. I've been seeing these letters and stuff advertised like on Facebook Marketplace. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to check on Amazon and see what they have. And they had some that was in the same area of $18.99 for a set of these letters. But when you go back and you look at the reviews on them, a vast majority of them said that they come off, you know, in just a little while, and then they start peeling, and they had trouble with them staying stuck. And then after just a week or two, or after a rain or something, then they were coming loose. So I actually searched around and tried to find a better quality letter, but you can really see the quality in these letters when you're putting them on there, and the quality of the sticking or the backing material that is on there. You can tell it's actually a good quality adhesive that is on there. These are USA made, so I really like that, but they do run a little bit more. These are, I think, were about $49. But I just thought I'd share this because who doesn't love adding a little custom touch and making their truck look a little bit better, and kind of distinguishing their truck from everybody else's. And they do these in multiple colors too. I'm really happy with these letters. Now, there will be kind of a testament of time, so stay tuned. If something happens and they start coming off or something, I'll do an update on this and let you know. But from my first impressions and putting them on, they seem like they're really good quality, and I think I'm going to like them really well. So if you enjoyed today's video, I appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button. It really goes a long way in helping out the channel. Also, check out the Amazon affiliate link down below if you'd be interested in these. That also goes into helping the channel. I get a small commission off of it, but you still pay the same price. And any profit from that actually just goes into bringing content to the channel. So thanks for your support, and we'll see you on the next one.